it's a case on addictive personalities, which we all have, right? If something is consistent, we feel safe. But when we feel safe, we don't have the sense of urgency that we need to be waiting for the next time. So it feels less excitable, or can feel less excitable if you don't know how to recognize it. Whereas when you're getting love bombed, it's inconsistent, right? It's love, 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 love. And then they don't respond to you for 2 days. So then the next time they respond, you're
Yes.
like, ooh, you know, and that's a way that we get pulled in to this narcissistic behavior. Because if you'll look, narcissistic behavior will start to come off very high, low, high, low, high, low. It won't be consistent because they're incapable of consistency with themselves
It's
because
too
they're
much
not helpful.
work. It's
Too much work.
So they
Yep.
get the same result of you being obsessed with them and like waiting with bated breath for their next drip, but they don't have to put in as much work. So they go for the inconsistency. I remember you said that on a previous podcast, and
Yep.
I have not forgotten that, because that is so accurate about the like I'll text you a bunch and then disappear. And oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's your birthday, I'll send you flowers and do this like
Yeah.
grand
And do this
gesture,
great
and
grand
then like
gesture.
not show up for your actual birthday.
Yep. Or
Yeah.
like you're like, hey, are we, if you have to ask him, when are we hanging out next? What's happening? If he is not actively like giving you the next steps or the next moment or and I hate it, it is. It's like if he's not leading where things are going, it's not safe. Like
But
think of this.
that's also could be a narcissist who just is doing that with a bunch of different people at the same time, so
Oh
that
yeah,
he
which
can
they
get
usually
the
are
endorphins of all these women liking him. Then there's the other narcissist that like wants to own you and like have you under
under
their
their
wing,
control.
right?
It's
Like
true.
under their control. And so he will be like, okay, when can I see you next? Okay, and what about that? And then they do the consistent
Yep.
thing because they just want you. And then the others, they need a lot of people. I think that I I feel like this is such an overused term, and people throw around the word narcissism left and
Yeah.
right. And somebody can have, I think all of us have
We
some
all have narcissistic
narcissistic
tendencies
traits,
for
right?
sure.
Like
For
we
sure.
all
That's
have
part of
like little
human.
traits here and there. Like you might
Mhm.
walk by a mirror and like look twice and like, does that make you a
Mhm.
narcissist? No. Do you
No.
think you look good and you want to look at yourself? Sure. Like that's
Yeah.
okay. I think that's fine. But when you are with somebody with these traits, I guess my question to you, Kendall, is like,
Mhm.
how do you spot somebody that you think is like an unhealthy level of narcissism early on? Because I'm about to be in
Mm.
these streets
Yep.
going on these dates, and I don't want to get caught in the same situation again.
Yep. I would say notice it's more of a quiet noticing, because anything a narcissist is going to give you is going to be textbook what you want. They're so good at knowing how to present. They're so good at being the elevated person in the room, which I think is why a lot of people confuse confident people and narcissists,
Yes.
because they both present very much the same way. And you got narcissists are great actors, right? They're able to present this image of confidence, of steadfastness, of interest, but where they show themselves is in the little things. They show themselves in how they treat other people, particularly people that they can't gain anything from.
Yes.
So and it's very simple, but how they treat service workers, how they are, do they say please and thank you in line? Do they help somebody with the door? Are they aware of other people and things around them? Do they ask you questions? Are they interested in what your life is and how they can be assistive to you? Narcissistic people are not of service inherently. They will perform acts of service to look good, but they will not be empathetic or be of service unless it suits their image.